Welcome to Breaking Initiative. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify. Man, there's so many other things. Yeesh. My name is Brett.
And I'm Rob. And I think we're going to play some more D&D today.
More D&D Part 3! Yeah! Okay, so we are doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. This is Part 3. That's very repetitive. We're going to pick it right up. We're just diving right in.
Yeah. Forget the fact that this last time we played was technically 2 weeks ago. We definitely remember everything that just happened immediately as you've been watching this episode by episode.
Yes, you
the
have
edge
been.
Of your seat.
Yep.
Yes.
You're on the edge of the seat, and what is happening? Rob, do you want to give us a recap?
Yeah. And first of all, if you don't want any spoilers and you want to just kind of come into this with us, again, if it hasn't been said enough, this is episode 3. We do have a playlist on our YouTube channel, and you will be able to find, if you look back at any of the places this is posted, you will find the previous episodes. So by all means, go back and watch that. If you're a masochist for pain, you can go back and watch Mission 02 if you just can't get enough of us and our witty banter. There's plenty of that in there, but literally no plot happens.
Right.
But no, it's still fun. We are continuing with episode 3. Episode 3, where I'm playing Archilus of the Silver Wind, as he is sometimes known to the people that he tells people that is his name. He has meandered into a situation that he's unfamiliar with after running from some unexplained entities in the woods that seem to be opposed to him that have not yet been explained. Met up with a rabbit folk, Harangon, if you will, named Bezel. And
Bezel.
He is introduced Archilus to the
Witchlight Carnival.
Thank you. I almost said Witchlight Fair. I'm like, it's not Witchlight Fair. It didn't roll off the tongue right.
No.
The Witchlight Carnival.
It used to be. That was in some of the, hey, what should we call this? Some of the brainstorming sessions.
They went through Witchlight Circus a little bit until animal rights got involved.
Witchlight Big Top. They did that one too, but then I think just Witchlight Carnival. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of crazy stuff. Everybody is apparently, I found out in the last episode, has been wearing fairy wings, and I just noticed in the last episode, little cardboard fairy wings if they're not actually a fairy.
Yeah.
And they're just all sorts of wild, fantastic stuff. We're on the plane. We're in Faerun. Or at least I thought I was. I think I am still. I have no reason to think that I'm not yet.
Right.
I just came from Waterdeep and wandered into this situation where I think I got a job. It's a little muddy, but Archilus certainly believes he did. And he thinks it's not starting until the next day in game, which hasn't come yet. So he's just exploring the carnival. He knows nothing about it. Bezel went off to go work. He's exploring, found out about a big top extravaganza that is happening. I took notes, man.
Yeah,
you better be on your game, DM. There's nothing worse or better than a player that takes notes.
It's great. I love it.
So the big top extravaganza, which, I took shitty notes. Was it at midnight or noon?
It's at midnight.
Okay, it was I just put 12. It's at 12. Did not help me at all. So it's at midnight, and we're going to be going to my daughter's throwing an iPad at me. Yes, it's an iPad. Yes. You're so sweet. And we're going to be going to the... Oh, good night, sweetheart. She wanted to know. She was really curious about what we were doing, I guess.
Right.
Big top extravaganza. It's not time yet. I'm exploring the fairgrounds. Going to start my job tomorrow, I think. I went to a carousel that had just the strangest, maybe centaur person just this female centaur there that was she seemed very down and depressed and wanted me to solve a bunch of riddles. I solved all of them but one, so basically didn't help her at all. And then after not being able to, I was also hearing some weird voices in my head. I've also been seeing people floating around at certain points. They seem ominously floating around, these strange women. They're very scary looking. I also think I've been told I shouldn't lie or else something bad will happen, and it hasn't been explained thoroughly what that'll be. And my character it lies constantly. He's just like a swindler kind of guy.
Literally the first words you said out of your mouth were a different name than
yes.
when you were introduced.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to D&D, y'all.
Yes, and that is...
Well, I'll pick it up from there. We are now, after that carousel, moved over to the Dragonfly ride, which Rob has seen. He's seen them. They do a figure eight kind of around the park, and so they are trained dragonflies. So this is where he talked to a treant before, who basically punched his ticket to get onto the the dragonfly to start the ride. And so that is where we pick up. Rob is strapped in on, or not Rob, Archilus. He is strapped in on a dragonfly, ready to go on a ride. And Bezel is right behind him as well, on another
same
lily
dragonfly?
Pad. No, a different dragonfly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not that close yet.
Not that close yet. Hey, buddy, what do
Who's
you mean
behind
jump
who?
on
I
there?
would have been back.
I would like to hold you closely, mister. Anyways, not happening. So, that's where we're at. So, This is how we're going to start. Is there anything you would like to do at this point? You kind of see everybody is... We're in it now, guys. You and Bezel get on first. They're waiting around a little bit. You see this one dwarf come up and get on. He has actually a blue beard. Very into the festives, short, stocky, but and he has a blue beard. He got up on top of another dragonfly, and then you see sporadically a few other people as well, and family members also kind of waiting around, the fence as some kids are getting on, some older people. I mean, it's kind of a cool ride.
Bezel.
Yeah.
What do we say something to make them take off?
Oh no, you just give it a minute. It's gonna start. It just starts in a minute. They're trained.
This is safe, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, as far as I know.
You've ridden on this before, right?
Yeah. I hadn't seen a problem since. Just gotta strap in.
Wait. Since what?
No, not like since I've been here. That's that's it. You're good. You're good. They're trained. We're also not gonna go that high. You'll be all right. And as you are talking, you hear sirens go off as you're talking. As you're nothing ever goes wrong. You hear sirens go off, and a dragonfly starts taking off prematurely with that dwarf on top. And he starts taking off prematurely. What's happening? And then it's what? No! Oh no! And then he just starts kind of flying off off trail. What do you do? Bezel's that's not the normal thing. So you literally just mentioned this.
Mine's stuck. Can we just Mr. Tree?
So you see this thing start getting up and taking off with the blue dwarf on it. Do me a favor. What is it you want to do? You want to...
Well, hold on. I did forget. I am a spellcaster. I keep forgetting that. I'm just so good at music and talking. No, and nope. He's screwed.
All right.
No, I'm literally trying. I'm struggling to undo this thing, but
roll.
I'm just so nervous.
You're doing that. I'm going to roll another check really quick. Okay. Roll a perception check for me while seeing what's going on around you as well.
12 and 14.
14. Okay, you basically you're so in the chaos of what's happening. You just notice your one of your people.
Let me out! Let me out!
It's you can you can easily unclick and like there it's all kind of told like, all right, get him down, and then yeah. So you just want to get off the ride?
What happened to that? What happened to that man?
That's not good. We should maybe do something. You want to go try and get him?
I think you should before I tell Mr. Witch what happened here.
Well, most likely he'll know about this. So we'll see how this goes, because these things fly overhead, and that is flying directly over the whole carnival. Thank goodness it's trained to go 20 feet up, but it is offline for sure.
I see.
I'm going to, Bezel's going to be like, oh, I'm not getting on, let's do this. All right, he just, come on. And he starts like, he kind of like starts like doing that, and it just, and then it starts going. And I'm going to roll an animal handling check for Bezel to see how well he does. I do not know, I don't think he succeeds. Animal handling. Nope. So he gets it up and going, and nothing bad happens, but basically the dragonfly is doing what it's trained. And so it's like getting up, and then it's starting, him and just his dragonfly, he's starting like, no, over there, but it's just doing its figure eight. It's just starting to, like, it doesn't really want to go off track.
So how far off track is this blue-haired dwarf?
He's up and he's going, and so imagine, and actually the fairgrounds is basically like a figure eight. It kind of just does the path of that. The dragonfly does that. It's going like up and over and like straight through, but it's also like dipping down and curving off and like banking a little bit. It's almost a little erratic.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to do what Bezel did. I want to get within 60 feet of that blue-haired dwarf. I'm thinking to myself.
All right. All right. Okay. Is that what you would have liked? Okay. So, roll. Do you want to take off with your dragonfly?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
got a little snap.
Animal handling.
Yeah. Roll an animal handling check.
All right. That wasn't good. It was an 11.
11.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Definitely not good.
So the same thing happens. Like, this thing's going erratic, but the same thing happens to you. The same thing happens with your dragonfly that happened with Bezel's dragonfly. It gets up and it just kind of starts doing what it's trained to do. It's like, okay, fine, we're going. So you went up and you moved 30 feet already. And I would say you are within 60 feet of the erratic dragonfly.
And at this moment, I need to... I suppose I got to get my loot out because that's my material component for casting spells.
Yeah, this is like a harness. I mean, it doesn't go crazy fast, so like you were. Okay. There's not really like a strap or a buckle. You're like a horse.
Children ride this ride, right? Children.
Yeah, but they're also well trained children.
I'm a grown man. I'm grown Genasi.
Everybody knows how to ride a horse.
Yeah,
and these ride smoother than horses, so they didn't. They were like, we're not going to put straps on them. That's pretty much what happened. We're not putting straps on these. These are smoother than horses.
Okay. Well, I get close to them and I'm like, I suddenly realized I can cast this spell on folks that aren't myself. And I cast Levitate. One action, concentration up to 10 minutes on a target within 60 feet. One creature or loose object of your choice you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet. It remains suspended for the duration. The spell can levitate a target of up to 500 pounds. I've never tried levitating anything that is already in the air.
Right.
But since he's not on a harness, like you said, I'm thinking it'll raise him right off the creature, and then perhaps safely to the ground. I'm going to experiment with on this dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, is there anything that the dwarf needs to roll or you need to roll for casting Levitate? Is it like a save?
No, I suppose there's no... Yeah, there's no... Oh, it does say Constitution save, but that's more if it's unwilling.
He's erratic. I'm going to assume, as he is worried, you are catching him by surprise. But he's not willing. So, what's the save?
14.
So I'm gonna roll with disadvantage. So basically, it's a higher chance that you would actually succeed. You succeed.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
So,
a natural.
I cast it on him to make him levitate 20 feet above where he's on.
And like right as you did it, like he was like almost like about to like fall off, like no, because it was like banking too hard, and then you kind of catch him, and he's like, and then all of a sudden the dragonfly kind of like mellows out, and he's just kind of there, just floating, as he's levitated.
Well, he only levitates 20 feet above the ground, so.
Well, he was already 20 feet above the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what would you like to do from there?
Well, I don't know if I can get this thing to turn around and get down, but how long does this ride go on? I guess I have to ride it now.
Can you control the levitation?
Oh, I can control the levitation. He has to be within, I think he has to be up to 20 feet up and down. So yeah, fine. I'll lower him 20 feet down.
Okay. So as you lower him down, as like you're basically still just enjoying the ride. You're just like, oh, well, I'm just gonna enjoy this while I'm up here, and you lower him down. I'm guessing some sort of somatic thing.
Right. It's actually like by playing. So I have my lute out and I'm just like playing a little song.
Right.
And
like the spell almost goes and wraps around him, and then kind of holds him, and then brings him down to the ground, and then everybody's like, yeah! You hear people start cheering and all these kind of things, and then the treant gets up and just like kind of does like a certain signal, whatever, and then instead of your dragonflies doing multiple laps, it actually comes back down and it lands.
Right.
You landed, and yeah, we didn't talk about the good mood and bad mood of this whole carnival, but there are moods of this carnival, and you raise the carnival to on the good side. It starts neutral whenever we first start the campaign, so the carnival is more in higher hopes, and so, and as you land, you just the treant sapling friend, he's just kind of, there's nothing better that Mr. Light likes more whenever we make the happier place even happier.
I couldn't agree more, and that's precisely why my interest is only in the safety and well-being of everyone that's here.
Good. You would be great in our family. Did you say you were going to maybe be around here more often?
Actually, I just spoke to Mr. Which was it? He has hired me as a performer. I believe I start tomorrow.
You will be a great helping hand, for sure. And then he just kind of goes back to his spot and then kind of sits down. And then you see a couple hands come out, a couple people from the carnival come out and kind of, as the one sporadic dragonfly actually makes its way back and lands, and they kind of go start checking on it, like, what the, and you just see him like, I don't know what happened. I don't even know. This is so
It's a
weird.
dragonfly. What were they expecting? It's like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with it.
Well, it's normal. I don't know. And then like you see one of them. All right, I guess. Okay. And then now they're actually like they're strapping it up and they're kind of like letting it lift off and fly, but they're now like kind of walking it to the back to like a undisclosed area. They're not going to shoot it.
Okay.
Mars has gone rogue. Pa! No. No, they're just going to go check on him, you know. I mean, I don't know. You could roll an insight if you think they're going to destroy the thing, you know, kill the thing or not.
But I actually don't want to know.
Don't roll. You don't want to know. Yeah. Oh, man. Anyways, what would you like to do from there?
Bezel,
Hey.
you'd mentioned, and I think that they'd mentioned, that tree fellow, that everyone seems to be, like, at least Mr. Witch, but I'm guessing Mr. Light, they're watching us?
Well, I mean, it's always... They roam around. I mean, that's not something that's going to be, like, not seen, you know? Carnival's not
Right.
that big. But...
So you think they saw what I did?
Oh, they know for sure what you did. Oh, I mean, I've seen the whole crowd. Workers, I mean, I'm pretty sure they were in there. I did not notice them, though. But they probably know. Word travels quickly.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, we're having a lot of fun, aren't we?
I'm having a great time. I mean...
You'd mentioned that odd thing yesterday. No, I'm sorry. It feels like it's been a whole day I've had so much fun.
feels like it's
Just
been
a
weeks.
moment ago, literally just 2 minutes ago.
Literally
in-game,
5 minutes ago, we had this conversation.
You'd lost something?
Me?
Yes.
I mean... You know... I like to be really honest, and that kind of... I used to not do that so much. I don't really like to hide things from people. Almost kind of feel like I can't lie. That's pretty normal with
Yes.
me.
Oh, yes, I completely understand.
Yeah. Why?
Huh? Oh, no, it's just you seem a little distraught about it.
It's weird. It's like one day you feel one way, and then the next day you kind of feel like a little piece of you's missing.
Okay. All right. What do you suggest we do next? Show me the most fascinating thing in this place.
The most fascinating thing in this place. Oh. I would
pull out this map.
probably say, as I look down at the book. What, man?
The guidebook, of course, not anything fourth wall breaking.
Right. Well, you got a few things. You got the feasting orchard, which actually is really funny. There's a performer that's there. Actually, there's actually a performer over there. So I don't know. Maybe that's something you might be into. I mean, I've been up and around and through all of this all the time. So, you know, it's all fun. I don't know what you're into. Sometimes I do like a show.
What is the mystery mine?
The mystery mine. Let me flip to that page.
Well, perhaps the feasting orchard. You'd mentioned there was some performers there, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit hungry. Before we get into anything that looks pretty menacing on the map with the mystery mine.
Right.
Why don't we get something to eat? It's about, where's the sun? Can I see the sun? Is there a sun?
No, yeah, you can. It's right around 12 noon or so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about lunchtime.
Right. Yeah.
Let's get something to eat.
All right, let's go. Okay. Yeah, I mean there is booths all over the place to grab food from. Let's see. Anywhere specific? There's nowhere. I mean, really, there's all kinds. It's fairgrounds, man. It's like.
Oh, I meant specifically the feasting orchard looks like a place to eat.
Oh yeah. That sounds good.
Has the word feasting in it.
That's true. There is.
There's a picture of a pie on the map. I'm getting hungry looking at it.
That's very accurate. I was like, all right, just gonna grab food from the booth, like before we go there. What are we talking about? It's like, oh, that's where you want to go. I'm a turkey leg guy when I go to Disney and the other places, to where like I don't go and sit down and eat. I like grab quick things, so I assume that in my own head. It's a flaw. Kill me. Okay. All right. So you want to head towards the feasting orchard?
Yes.
Okay. All right. As you are heading towards the feasting orchard, roll a perception check.
Okay. Just right down the middle for everything lately. 12.
12. All right. Oh. So as you are exiting past the out of the Dragonfly rides, you do kind of cross a few of these. You cross a few like walls and booths, and like there's like a few little things, and then you hear kind of in like the back, right in between the feasting orchard and the Dragonfly rides, you hear like a, "Hey, you!" from behind a building. You know,
I look around. Do I see where it's coming from? Do I see like a person?
With
a
your
being?
12, no, you just hear a voice from behind you. Bezel is like, I heard it from behind. Hey, what do you want? Somebody's calling.
Is it a friend of yours? Do I need to excuse you
friend of
to
mine.
speak to your friend?
No, I think he was talking to you. Was talking to me.
It's not my friend.
Yeah, maybe not.
You said people can't lie here. Can't,
Oh,
Can
no, don't get
people
me wrong.
murder each other here?
You can do all of those things. Not good things happen when you do them. Does that make sense?
No, I've been struggling so hard not to lie about anything this whole time.
Well, that's
because
not a bad idea if you have a
sounded
ticket.
So ominous when you said that.
Well, you can. We just really prefer that you don't.
We
as the carnival people, carny folk, that ticket you got for here that they punch to get on rides, that thing comes with rules. I'm just saying.
I need to remind you, that you used a moment ago, now includes me. And me thinks that everything's going to be just fine. So maybe we should just all chill out just a bit about all of that, nitpicking, right? We can just let things slide off our shoulders, and that makes everybody happier.
I'm really uncomfortable right now with breaking rules.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hey, voice. Mysterious voice around the corner.
Yeah, and then as that happens, they actually come out, and there's 3 guys, and Rob, you recognize these guys. They are the bandits from the woods. Those were the guys from the woods, and they were chasing you. They're like,
Hi.
Listen
Gentlemen?
here. Huh?
Gentlemen?
We finally found ya. All British voices. What do you want me to do? Look here. We've been chasing you, and now we're finally in here. I need you to give me back what you took.
Look, I am a simple man who has, just trinkets. I've stolen nothing.
This is a lie. All right, get him. Let's roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
You said 3 of them, right?
Yep.
All right. I rolled a 19 on my initiative.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. 19. Bezel's like, hey, are these guys bothering you? We don't do this here in the fairgrounds. And then you see him pull out a giant Buster sword.
Buster sword, you're not even going to hide it. Just straight up Final Fantasy VII.
It was on Hero Forge. They didn't hide it either.
Okay. Well, there you
go. I mean, it pretty much was that. All right. So you did a 19. Okay. Okay, this is not bad. All right. That's cool. Bezel. Okay. All right, now I'm going to roll for the bandits. Boom.
Buster sword. Buster bunny.
Buster bunny. There we go. Say 2. And okay. You go first. They kind of just surround you right in front of you, and then Bezel brings out his giant sword. And like you see, like all of a sudden, like it kind of like you get a few people like, what's going on? And it kind of like clears off. And like these guys, they don't look like they belong here. They are beat up.
Right.
They were, all kinds of stuff.
We're not playing on a grid. So hear me out here. I have something I want to do that requires me to know where they are.
Sure.
Right. Would you say that they all fit inside of a 15-foot cube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they just kind of like they
came from the same area.
Yeah, I mean they kind of stepped up to you guys, to even talk to you guys.
All right. I pull out my my lute, and I strum a really hard chord, and cast the spell Thunder Wave.
Okay.
As it just sends out this radiating pulse of thunder forward at them. Hitting everybody in that 15-foot cube I've included them in.
All right.
Cast. Wait, it might actually be easier for me to just roll in D&D Beyond, but no, I say I will find this other 8-sided die. Here we go, found it. So it's 2d8 at level 1.
Oh my gosh.
And they need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. Fail. Let me see what their con is. That is a fail. It's a success. Okay. Okay. Yes, one of the you hit 2 of them.
No, well, I mean, okay, so I believe it's a.
Is it half damage?
I think so. Let me check.
Okay.
On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage. On a successful save, creature takes half damage. So yes, and it was 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So on a success. Okay, so these guys. And let me do this. Okay. Wait, they took 9. Got it. Okay, so there's boom, boom, and then the one that succeeded took 4 because you round down. Okay, got it. All right. Bezel sees that you did that, and he goes into.
I hide behind him, by the way. I then, like, let's be reasonable, gentlemen. I do that, and then I'm like, okay, and I just hide behind him.
Which, by the way, as a bard, I mean, a great note comes out, right? I mean, like, what does the note sound like? Anything crazy?
It's like G minor. Just, I don't know I can't remember what that sounds like. But Google it.
I'm not gonna. All right. Bezel's like, Oh man, I haven't gotten into a fight in a long time. Here we go. Rah! He just gets all jacked up, and he goes into a rage. full on out of it. You're like, oh gosh. And just like the veins just start popping. It just like, he's
just
already
like through his fur. I can see his veins through his fur.
Wherever like underneath here is like a little less fur, Oh
yeah.
And it just all pops out, It's like, Rah! And then just whoosh, he goes to one of them, and he's gonna take a swing with his giant sword. I'll roll this one for him. And that is... Oh, yeah, that's a hit. And... did I not grab another D6? I'm just going to grab this one. There we go. Always be ready. Boom. Okay. Just a big old gash. And that is... You just see him just annihilate one of these dudes. Just and then he just stares at the other one. Just donezo. Just done.
So there's two still standing, right?
It's two still standing, and as Bezel just got like jacked up and like veins going.
So did he like slice him in half? Is that what you said?
Just peel, just a big slash, and then he's just standing there. Oh, what's another one?
Oh, God, blood staining his little bunny white fur.
And like you see, he's kind of hopping too. He's like kind of into it. He's jacked up.
Okay.
Just kind of like that crazy bar dude that just wants to get into a fight.
I didn't see that in him.
All right. One of them is gone. That was a big old slash. All right. Now that one will step up like, oh gosh, what did you do? And he comes at him with him with a scimitar. Goes at Bezel. Ooh, I think he actually hit him. Well, and he takes. Bezel takes a shot to the shoulder. Oh, ooh! It just happens again, and you're still hiding behind Bezel. The other guy steps up. He kind of goes. He wants to go around. He's like, oh, gosh, this thing's freaking crazy. He's like, oh no. And so he does. Because if you're standing right behind him, he'll pivot around and he's going to take an attack on you with Bezel right there as well. Oh, that was cocked. Let's see, that is 14 to hit.
14, it hits incidentally.
It does hit. So he kind of, he gets in and just, he takes a little slash at you, and you take 3 damage.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I forgot Bezel's raging, so.
Bezel, I'm not a fighter. You gotta protect me better. Do a better job.
He looks. Oh, you're here. He blacked out, and that took a strike. You're up.
Yeah. So okay, this is a spell I always wanted a good excuse to use.
Right.
I'm going to cast creatures within 20 feet of me. They're both within 20 feet of me?
Yeah.
Or I can move to a spot where they are?
Yeah. No, we're right next to you. One is right in front of Bezel, one-on-one with him. Then the other one is caddy corner to him to where he can get you and Bezel.
Okay. I cast Sleep as I play a more gentle chord.
Right. Who are you casting it on?
Well, technically, it's,
everybody.
I can pick up to how many creatures? Now, this is one of the ones that's notoriously difficult to understand because it's so different than every other spell that affects other creatures.
I think
creatures within 20 feet of a point that you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. So whoever has the least amount of hit points is hit first, and then
Okay.
ascending from there.
So the least amount would be just the normal guy, not the
I
big
choose
guy.
the two of them. So whoever's and so as it rolls over to the next one, and if I can match the number of hit points they have remaining, they fall asleep.
Okay.
Which is why I did the Thunder Wave in the first place. Casting Sleep. It is a... oh, that's right. They don't even make a save. That's what's so fantastic about this.
You just
I'll never
roll.
use it. I just roll, as if I'm dealing sleep damage to them.
Right. And if
Like
you
a
get them...
tranquilizer.
If enough
Oh,
damage
that's
to get them
tragic. I just dropped all of my dice on the ground.
You would.
I'm going to be stepping on D4s for like weeks. Okay. So it's 5D8. You know what? Because of that, I'm just going to roll. Just going to roll. This is so tragic.
5d8?
Yeah, so I'm just... Yes. Oh, it doesn't have the stuff for it. I will actually have to roll this by hand, it looks like. It doesn't do it directly in D&D Beyond. So one... How many D8s do I got? Oh, crap. There we go. I got two of them here, so I'll just do it twice and then one more.
Okay.
So, 2 6s, so 12. Another 6 and a 5. For a total of 24 hit points.
24.
Yeah.
You are able to put to sleep... Because it goes from the least amount of HP to the most amount, correct?
Right.
Or do you target anybody specifically?
No, it has to, I target as many people as I want.
Yeah.
And in ascending order of how much HP they have. So
Okay,
least
so
to
the
most.
person with the least amount of HP falls asleep, correct? Or the least it hits them first.
He is
or
now
hits-
unconscious.
Okay, yeah. So only one of them is asleep.
Oh,
So the guy that's right in front of Bezel just is like kind of freaked out and just, and then he just kind of falls to the ground. So he's asleep. Yeah. Now it's Bezel's turn, and he just all twigging out. He just kind of looks towards the big guy. He's like, "You're mine." And then Bezel takes a slash at this. Actually, Bezel is going to shift around. She's like, "Oh, you want to get close to my friend?" So he shifts around, and he's going to roll with advantage because he will then actually take the flanking position behind him. You know, because why not?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was cocked. I'm leaving that one though. He hit. It was a natural 19. And let's see here. Boom. Okay, not bad. Plus, get that really quick. Plus 4. That's that guy takes a huge hit. Just Bezel's like twigging now. He's like moves around and just, right at the back. It's like, you came to the wrong place. And that guy is hurt very badly. It is his turn. And on his turn, let me check this really quick. Yeah, on his turn, he's like, nope. Oh, this is bad. And then he actually, he kind of yells towards the guy, get up. Yeah, hey. Nope. And then he's gonna leave. So, if you would like to take an opportunity attack, you could.
No.
Okay.
No. I'll let him leave.
Bezel as well as like, no, I gotta keep the place as clean as possible. It's already dirty enough. Bezel kind of calms down.
You have a little
What?
spill.
Where?
It's kind of all.
It's everywhere.
All of you.
Is it here? He's just spreading blood around. Is it there? Is it there? Get it?
Are we gonna be in trouble? Do we need to clean this up?
It's just, this happens sometimes. People tries to cause fights, and to be honest with you, it gets a little crazy. Normally they don't they kind of keep me away from these kind of bad places. Because I get really into it. But I'm just kind of trying to bring it down a bit. Just trying to bring it we just gotta, I'll take the guy that I cut in half.
Yeah, you certainly did.
Yeah, no, that was a bit much. I feel like it was a bit much. I kind of got a little carried away.
Yeah, no kidding. I've never seen that happen to a creature that was once, a sentient being.
Yeah, I mean, I had a rough life before this, and I had a little bit of an anger problem.
All right, we've got 1 minute before this guy wakes up. You can tell me your life story in a minute.
Well,
Here,
yeah,
help me carry these bodies.
really. Okay, no, you're right. No, I got it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. So he's gonna go and take the two halves that he basically. It's like I'm just gonna.
I'm just like dragging the sleeping body. Let's just, I don't know, go to the orchard, prop them up like they're like guests or something.
Well, he goes and he's like, well, I'm gonna dispose of these. These. Is it these now that it's actually in two? It's because it's in half, but it's one person.
Let's not get caught up in semantics.
Okay, sorry.
Get rid of them.
And then he goes and just like kind of walks behind one of the wall booths areas and things like that, kind of where they whispered from, and then he just kind of leaves that there, and you just see him like, oops. And then, yeah. And now...
We'll let this guy clean up his friend. And I just drag the sleep body on top of the two pieces of the other body. There we go.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out.
It's good.
I think he got a message. I will say, I appreciate that you believe in me enough to fight by my side, but I will say that whatever the matter is that they think that I did...
Right.
It probably wasn't worth that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean... Listen, I'm not going to sit here and lecture you on your past, as long as you don't lecture me on mine.
I get it. I get it. No, I get it. I just, I always try to avoid violence when I can, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It's so messy.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Maybe we can help each other out.
That was a lie.
Help me.
That was a lie. I really like violence, and I really look forward to when it happens.
Well, maybe you could make me a better person that doesn't lie so much, and I can make sure you cleave less people in half. Moving forward.
Sounds like a plan. All right.
Sounds like the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yep. Hey, let's And you hear music in the distance coming from the orchard, and we start walking towards that way. And I think that's a good place to stop this episode.
Right.
Yes. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. We'll catch you guys on the next one.